La culpa no es de tu papá, que la tiene tu mamá.
Qué pelo más raro tiene, que pasa más colorado.
Que siendo tu padre un blanco, tú saliste una java.
Qué pelo más raro tiene, que pasa más colorado.
Ya te pintaste de rubia y tú eres una java.
Qué pelo más raro tiene.
Hi, I'm Michael Alba, and my script is called SON CUBANO. I've always been interested in Cuban history through my parents, through my family. You're kind of told these stories growing up, and I've always been interested in the Cuban migration of the 1960s and basically also the Cuban counter-revolution against Castro of the 1960s into the 70s, and I wanted to tell stories about it. People had different means of getting here and also different ideologies, and basically the story is an incorporation of the Cuban migration in the 60s and the counter-revolution of the 60s and how that impacts people here in the States. So it was kind of like a combination of, you know, how people migrated from Cuba to the States and what people did during the counter-revolution, such as these militant groups, or as the story unfolds, you find out they're more like terrorist groups. The concept of joining a militant group was fairly common back then because the idea was still fresh, you know, that they still had a fighting chance to go and change the Castro regime in the 60s and 70s. And the really more interesting part is that there are still people like that today that still have this fighting mentality. There will always be revolution. You know, you kind of have that, you're born in that mindset of what goes on in Cuba kind of affects life here. But for me personally, it's just an island where my parents came from, and it's more of appreciating the culture than the political aspect of it.
Ae, ae.